Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica and I make videos all about making and selling candles. If you guys want to check out my Etsy shop or my new merch line, you guys can look in the first links in the description box below. But in today's video, we are going to be making another video on how I package my Etsy orders. So I'm just going to take you through some of my orders and show you how I package them. I also wanted to talk a little bit about care cards in this video. I've gotten a few questions on how I package care cards in my orders, and if you guys have no idea what care cards are, we'll get into that momentarily, but let's go ahead and get started. Also, I apologize if you hear eating. My dog decided to start eating his breakfast right now. So we're gonna start with all of my wax melt only orders. I went ahead and I prepped all of these just so it'd be a little bit easier. I did find too that I was spending way too much time packaging up my orders because I wasn't doing everything in bulk. So for instance, I do everything in bulk now. I print all the labels, I do all of the thank you cards, I wrap everything up, and I just kind of do it that way. And then I'll wrap everything up in bubble wrap. So I'm very particular when I do that, but today everything's pretty prepped, so we're gonna do each one individually. And also, I got new thank you cards. How adorable are these? They're all different, so I think there's like 4 or 5 designs. I got these all on Amazon, but they go perfectly with kind of my theme of greenery, and I have my green tissue paper, so I really, really love these. I thought they were gonna be way too big because I didn't even look at the size when I ordered them. I don't know why. But they're 4x6 and my boxes are 4x6. So at first I thought, oh my gosh, that's not gonna fit, but yes, it fits inside here perfectly, so that's awesome. And then of course it'll fit inside my poly mailers too. So I'm just gonna give some basic shipping info in this video if this is your first time ever looking up Etsy shipping orders. So I'm shipping all of my wax melts first class. First class just means that they weigh under a pound. So anything that weighs under a pound, you can ship it first class. I would be able to ship it in a box or in a poly mailer. I choose to just put it in these black poly mailers, and that's just the way I like to do it. So what I am able to do is these tissue paper, this is what I get from Uline. So I get these from Uline and they're actually pretty big. So a combination of this size and this size right here is what they come in. So it's actually connected and it's a bigger size when I get it. But what I found was that the bigger size was too big for my candles. So I just cut a little piece off and I use these for my wax melts, and then it makes it a perfect size for my candles. So I found that that was the best way for me to do it, and I will link that in the description box below. As always, you guys can check out the description box for everything that I talk about in this video, everything from Uline, Amazon, all the candle stuff, everything like that, you guys can check below. So we're going to wrap this up. So I just take a little piece right here, wrap it over, and then I have my thank you stickers right here, if my candles would get off of it. So my thank you stickers I just have pre-printed out right here. I hope I have enough for all of my orders. I seem to go through these so fast, and I don't know why I don't just print out a ton of these. I just, for some reason, only do one at a time. I should really print out multiple of these sheets at once. So then it looks like this. Just says, thank you for supporting my small business. I made these myself on Maestro Label Designer. And then what I'll do from here is I'll take some bubble wrap, and you guys will probably see me going back and forth between this green, more eco-friendly bubble wrap, which I'm trying, you guys, I'm trying to switch over to more eco-friendly type of packaging as best as I can. I have been wanting to try to wrap everything in paper or those little crinkle cut things, but for some reason, I don't know why, I just haven't. I just get worried that my candles are gonna break, but I have gotten shipments of people doing that and the candles are fine, so I think that that's just me scaring myself. I think that it'll be fine. So then I just wrap it over, just like that, and I put it in, and it's protected. I mean, it's in the clamshell. They're the clamshell mold, so it's totally fine. And then I just wanna make sure this is going to the right person. Yep, right thank you card. Put it in here, and then poly mailers are super easy. You just pull off that tab, and then it reveals the sticky side, and then I just fold it over. And a lot of people have asked me, when you are shipping out something like this, is it the dimensions of it like this, or do you have to do the dimensions of this? And it's the dimensions of this. So whatever this is, you're gonna wanna put in there. These are 9 by 12, and it gives you length by width by height. And obviously this is, I mean, it's flat. So I just put 2. I do 12 by 9 by 2. I've never had an issue. Sometimes it'll do a completely different dimension. It's totally fine. It's really not the end of the world if your dimensions are slightly off when it comes to poly mailers. Boxes are the main thing that you want to make sure you are getting the right dimensions on. Poly mailers, I haven't had an issue in the entire time that I've been shipping on eBay for the past 3 years, and then now through Etsy. So I haven't had an issue, but now this is good and ready to go. Let me put it over here. And now I'm gonna go through and package all of my wax melts up, and then I will stop and discuss more when I get to the candles. Oh, wait, hold on. Something else that I forgot to do in the last one. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember to do this again. I haven't added samples in so long because I didn't have the labels for these. If you guys saw my last storage video that I did, I didn't have the labels for these, and these are just bare basic labels. It just says trips to nowhere right there. So I went with the 1.25-inch circles. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I'm actually in the process of switching up how I want to do my samples, but for right now it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna put in a little sample with that order. This is actually an international order, so really cool. Shipping to Australia. Super, super awesome. And if you guys are ever worried about shipping internationally or anything like that, I'm planning on making a video in the near future. I just kind of have to see what I want to talk about in that video, just because I haven't had that much experience with shipping internationally, but it's not as scary as you think. Okay, now we are moving on to the candles and wax melts and just the candles. So I have 4 more orders over here, and I did just print out another sheet of thank you stickers because 4 is not gonna be enough for these orders. So we're gonna get into this one right here. So this is a wax melt and a candle. So the box that I'm using for this one is a 6 by 4 by 8. So anything that's 1 candle, I do a 4 by 6 by 6. Anything that is a candle and a wax melt or 2 candles, I do the 4 by 6 by 8. And then anything more than that, I have my 8 by 8 by 6 box, which I don't need for this order because I didn't have that many sold at once. So just so you know which box I'm using. So we're just gonna wrap up the wax melt real fast, and then we'll get into the candle. Okay, so that's all done. Now we're gonna wrap up the candle. And for this, I'm just gonna move these ones out of the way so we can get to the bigger tissue paper right here. And I just use 1 sheet of the tissue paper. I don't double it up or anything because I do use quite a bit of bubble wrap and packing peanuts. So I just roll it on the side, wrap it up like a burrito. It's not the prettiest type of wrapping, but it's still cute. I mean, it's wrapped up in a little green tissue paper, and then I seal it with a little thank you sticker on the side, just so it doesn't come undone. So just like that. And then we're gonna wrap this up in bubble wrap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a pretty large amount of bubble wrap. I learned through 1 shipment where my wax or my candle broke. It broke my heart, and I never wanted to have a candle break in transit again. And I think that's why I'm so hesitant to switch over to paper, because of that reason. So now I do about 1/3 more bubble wrap than I did before. So now I'm going to actually put some packing peanuts in here. So I have my big bin of packing peanuts. And what I'm gonna do is just put in a little handful just to kind of layer the bottom of it. And then I'm going to put my candle in. Oop, not upside down. I'm gonna try to put it in and the side, just like this. pretty tight, which is definitely what you want because you want to make sure it's not going to move when you shake it. My wax melt in there, and then some more packing peanuts to make sure we're packing it up. And then I'm also going to put in the thank you card. Now, I did mention at the beginning of this video that I wanted to talk about care cards. So I had gone back and forth on how I wanted to do my care cards because I know that it's just gonna get thrown away. I actually had one comment that was hilarious. They were talking about how I'm wasting my time with doing thank you cards and samples because nobody wants them, but I beg to differ. I mean, maybe yes on a thank you card, but I've had a lot of people tell me that they appreciate the nice thank you card. So I feel like that's just is what I wanna do. So I'm gonna keep doing it. And so what I figured what I wanted to do was I wanted to combine the thank you card with the care card. So what I did was I do care card stickers. So what I ordered from Online Labels were these matte stickers. So I'm gonna try to show you guys. Hopefully it's not going to blind you from all the lighting right here. But these are my my candle care stickers. Obviously I didn't write sticker on there. But this is what they look like. I'll pop up a picture right here so you guys can see what it looks like. I didn't go all out with all of the information. I didn't want to go information overload. I just want to do the basics on how to get the best candle possible. And then at the bottom, I said, please read the warning sticker at the bottom of your candle for complete safety instructions. So all of my candles come with a warning sticker at the bottom to give them more information on, you know, don't leave around children, don't let pets around, you know, don't put in an area that's going to catch fire, all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to kind of combine it. So now I have the care sticker on top, and then I have the handwritten thank you card at the bottom. So that is the way that I figured out how to do it. I actually really like it. This is actually my first time implementing these care stickers onto my packages. So I just got the idea the other day because, as you guys know, I'm a spaz and my mind is all over. I say I'm gonna do something and I completely forget for the next few weeks or months even. So I just remembered when somebody said, hey, can you do an updated video showing us how you do your care cards? So that actually really got me thinking like, okay, Erica, you need to figure this out. You need to be adding this in with your orders. So I just thought it was kind of a good idea to put on a thank you card because people would probably be more apt to read a thank you card than they would just a random other card talking about safety precautions for a candle. I will leave the matte paper and the size that I used for these care stickers in the description box below as always, but those are my care stickers. So now I'm just going to pop it in on the side of the package, and I'm gonna fill this up the rest of the way with peanuts because, as you can see, there's a little bit of room right here. Put the packing peanuts in here. Oh, and then I need to put a sample in here. So let me make some room for that. I need to start remembering these samples. I keep forgetting. So I'm gonna put that in there, put the packing peanuts over it, and then we're gonna do a shake test. And that's perfect. We don't wanna hear anything. Perfect, good to go. And now I'm just gonna wrap up the rest of my orders. So I found that the top of that one had way too much bubble wrap on the top when I was trying to close it. So I had kind of a little bit of a bulge to the top of it. So I'm gonna try to cut off a little sliver and see if that helps as I'm wrapping this up. So I realized I never explained how I wrap up this one. So I'm just going to roll this up now, and it won't have as much space on the top right here. Take a little piece of tape, wrap it up. And then what I found with these thank you cards is that I can't fit the thank you card if I have this in here with the space. so like afterwards. So if I put the candle in first and then I put this in, it's not gonna fit. I have to put the thank you card in first. Then I have to put it in on a certain spot, hold that over on the side, and then put my candle in. So you want it to be as snug as physically possible. And the way that I try to do that is by putting peanuts on the side. So I take these peanuts and I just kind of shove them into the corners until it feels like it's pretty snug in there. And that's just to try to help it as much as possible. I mean, we're shipping glass, which is really hard, but there are a lot of ways that you can protect it. And this is a pretty good way. I mean, I've only had one candle break and I've shipped out 150 candles or so. Oh, I need to put in the little sample. Put that right in there. And this is way easier, so much easier. It's not basically busting out of the package. I mean, it'll be okay. I put a good amount of tape on there, but want to make sure that it's gonna stay. I also desperately need to get one of those tape dispensers that you hold that have a handle. I mean, this is much better than trying to do it by hand like I used to, which was absolutely driving me crazy. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I package up all of my Etsy orders, including how I put in my candle care cards, sticker type things that I add in there. Everything in the background is gonna be changing. If you guys have been following me over on Instagram, you would have seen that I went to IKEA for the first time, which was really fun. I really wanted to vlog it, but honestly, it was a lot in there and it was overwhelming for me and my boyfriend especially. He doesn't do well with a lot of people around, with COVID going on. It just not a good combination. So I didn't get to vlog it, but I will be showing you guys exactly how I'm organizing everything. I'll probably do a little time lapse and go through everything that I'm doing. He did have to leave for a few hours today, so he is putting together my second bookcase. So this one right here is my first bookcase, but there will be another one directly behind me. So I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to get this all organized. I have things everywhere, so I really had to move some stuff around to be able to film this video. But I didn't want to leave you guys hanging today because I knew that I wouldn't be able to get that video up tonight. So I thought that I would do this video this morning and then put it up later today so you guys can at least have a video to watch and I can answer some questions for you guys that you guys have been sending to me. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandleCo, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.